Booty. 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 Pickles. Alright, hello everybody. This is Crack Panda. Back with what we're doing today. Just streaming. I'd rather really love to be listening to some music right now. Yeah, there it is. I'm like in there. There it is, yep. Whole bunch of booties, lots of otter booties, like an infinite amount of booties. I wonder what I would do with so much booty. Like, imagine you were like a booty within a booty. It'd be like the connection between your lower intestine and your colon, where that is where you find your inner booty, I think. I'm not gonna edit a pickle into this. I could if I wanted to, but I'm not. Going to color me some booties today. There's probably like a really loud television in the background that you guys are probably hearing, drowning most of what's going on, and probably like, oh my goodness, we're gonna listen to this person talking about drawing art all day long, and we're gonna have to listen to the sound of a television in the background. It's like I can't even focus between like sound of the fan running, the television running, you know, all the people in here just yelling at each other, playing pool, on top of having to focus on like what I'm drawing at the same time. It's like really, and I could really use like a private place to draw this stuff, but we don't get a lot of privacy here. I don't know if you guys know like where I live, but I live in Pittsburgh, and I've been living in Pittsburgh since about October 30th. So it's about May 28th today. So it's been roughly about 7 months now, and I still don't have a job. I live on the same street as the juvenile hall and the police station and the fire department training academy and the Army Reserve base. But you know, I'm not in prison, I don't think. And I'm not in the military. And I'm not a cop. And I don't work for the fire department. So you could just say that at this point I am just chilling. Just chilling. Somewhere in East Liberty. But yeah, just mostly chilling. The other day, I had me a job interview in Plum. I was passing through Monroeville, I think, and I was like, "Oh my god!" I was like, "You know who lives in Monroeville is um somebody." I've heard that Monroeville is like native to like a population of otters. I was like, I wonder if I was like in between my job interview and wherever I was going, like if I was just picking up some groceries or, you know, like just on my way to a store to spend all that money that I don't have. Um, like if it would just be like one of those things where I was just I was walking by and then just suddenly out of nowhere it's like poof, there it was. There's just a booty, just a gigantic booty, and it's just sitting there, just frozen, stuck in space, like it just like was in a grocery store and it stumbled into the pickle aisle and it found itself trapped like in a death stare with a pickle and was like frozen forever. Like it just couldn't move because of the pickle. Like it was just so struck in awe of the presence of a pickle. And then I just said, "Oh, hello. There you are. I've been looking for you. I've been looking for you everywhere. 'Cause I thought I might find you in a place like this. Now, what are the chances that I would find you in a place like this?" That would just be the oddest of occurrences. So, like, to be or not to be, to exist or not to exist. We could always like do it like one of those Blondie songs. Just get really corny with it, like one way or another. I got a pickle, and I really, really, really wanna touch you with my pickle. Wait, I don't know. I don't think. I don't know how that'd go. I'd be like, go to Monroeville to hunt me down some pickles. And if the go by your house and if the lights are all down, I'll see who's around. Yeah, that'd be weird. That'd be super weird. You know what? I actually I had a friend. Actually, I had a girlfriend one time. A long time ago. I was just chilling, right? I was just minding my own business, just chillaxing like a baller. And I was like at school, right? And she just rolls up out of nowhere like some big city slicker, person. It's all like thinks that they're so cool because they like know how to do the shuffle, the shuffle and all that hard style, like like them techno rave dances that they're like oh I know how to dance, so I'm so cool because I know how to like imitate people that wear like those fancy, like those LED light gloves where they do like those light shows. So I was enthralled. I was all like, oh my god, I have to have it. And you know, and it really wasn't one of those things. I wasn't thinking about like I'd like not had any girlfriends before. I really don't date a lot of girls either, you know. But it's like, imagine you just had like an accessory, you know, and you're like, oh man, I got like a fly ass watch, or you know, I got a really cool T-shirt, or I got like these brand new shoes, and you're like, you know, if you're gonna have one, you might as well like have like the nicest one or like the best one, the one that's like the coolest one, and you know. And so that's like what I had, because, you know, like back in the day, I had it. Bro, I had money. People like me because I play guitar. And like at that age, you know, like playing guitar on the level that I was playing it at was pretty like hardcore. Like people were like, oh, he's a rock star. Like they're like, kid, you're going places in life. And so, you know, and we went places. We went to a party. So here we are, we're partying, right? And things are awesome. We're just partying like every day. And I'm just like chilling, and somebody's like, bro, like, is that your girlfriend, bro? And I was all like, you know, I really haven't thought about it, but now that you mention it, you know, like, sure, why not? And I had never even had a girlfriend. I was all like, whoa. I was just chillaxing because I just was chilling with that cool person, because that cool person was like, that person is my friend. So I was all like, sure, why shouldn't this person that is my friend, that's cool, be like my girlfriend too? So I was all like, yeah, well maybe, I don't know. I guess you have to like ask her, because I like never really thought about it up until you mentioned it just now. So she like totally bails on me. And I was just like, what? But she was all like, yo, like, I had this boyfriend, a graffiti artist, and oh, he's so cool, and I miss him. And oh, I wish I could be with my graffiti artist boyfriend. So I was all like, I was looking around one time. I was all like, I wonder what kind of girl I'd be like chillaxing with. And I was all like, you know what? Maybe like, if a chick was an artist, I was an artist, then it's kind of like, oh, we're both artists. Bro, this makes sense. Like, we have something in common that we can, like, do things together. But yeah, she was all like, oh, you're a stalker. Because I went over to her house. She had, like, said some straight up offensive shit to me, and I was like, I, like, wasn't mad at her. You know, but everybody at the party was all like, yo, bro, like, why'd she say that? Like, why'd she just, like, act like that, like, towards you? Like, I think, like, she, like, really likes you. And I just, like, not even noticed it at all. I was all like, what? No. Really? You think so? Thought have gone by. I was all like, I gotta track this girl down and find out why it is. All this stuff that I was not aware of, the people were like talking about, you know, us, and I was like, well, maybe I should go see what's up. So I went over there and she got all pissed off at me, bro. She was all like, "Oh, why'd you come here?" Yeah. Well, she wasn't like. Well, she let me in actually. She let me in. I walked straight into her house, but I kind of had that feeling the only reason that I would be there at that point in time was to confirm that we were what people had suspected that we were. That I wasn't aware of the idea until somebody else suggested it, and I was like, at one of those points where I'm just all like, it just moved too fast for me to hold on or let go or know which way to take it. And I think that I really if I had a different type of arrangement to where I had more time to decipher whether or not I was doing whatever it was that I was doing or that I'm not doing, or to figure out who am I? I don't even know who I am. I didn't even ask her who she was. I was just like, yeah. But I thought to myself, I was like, maybe I could be like that graffiti artist. And she'd be all crying oh, he draws me all this art and he's so cool because he draws art. And to me this shit is straight garbage. I'm not even good at this at all. But I'll draw it. One thing I will do, I'll draw it. Man, this stuff is coming out bad because I just been talking the whole time. I talk about past a lot, trying to escape my past. You know what I'm better at? You shouldn't ask me tell you about myself. Should have me do is be yo, play me that song. And then people will know that I got something to share with you. Music or song. My music became a problem too, I'll tell you what happened to my band. I had about 3 lineups. I had one with that one Jamino kid, where his uncle does the editing for that Rock and Roll Industries magazine. And he's still mad at me because me and my buddy Alex Hampton, we went off-roading in his Fiat, right? And we freaking crashed that shit. I mean, it wasn't I wasn't driving, he wasn't driving, Tamino was driving. But it crashed. And I mean, it was bad. The transmission went up into, the drive shaft went up into the transmission, and then, basically, his car, it got wrecked. So, yeah. So, it used to be, me, the first band, I think, was me, Alex, and Wayne. And Wayne is effing gay. He's not super gay. He's just partially gay. He literally tried to have sex with me and succeeded multiple times. Awkward. That was this whole Satanism gig that we were like talking about Black Sabbath and Aleister Crowley. But yeah, it happened. So, we were like, yeah, what happens if you, push that button? It's all like, oh, okay, let's push the button to see find out what happens. So like, oh, I pushed the button. It's like, oh, now I'm gay. Well, I don't know. I was like, I need to find me a girl that's like chill. We just chill. And I'd be like, hey, look, like, I have things that, perhaps you might want. And, and we could just, like, hang out together. And I could just, like, hook you up with some of those things. And that'd be cool. Because then, like, we would, like, look cool. Whatever we were doing, that we were, like, doing it together. And then it looked cooler than, like, if we were doing it, like, alone. I don't really like being alone very much. I spend a lot of time alone. Mostly because I don't like a lot of people. But, let me tell you, I have a lot of people that like me. Mostly when I'm not talking, though. It's not the stuff that I say, it's the stuff that I do. It's not really like, if I tell you about myself, you won't like me. Nobody likes me. I, like, live in a parallel universe. But here's the problem, right? My bands had, like, died. Because, I know we were chilling at a place. And then, I remember, Alex FM broke Wayne's guitar. And I replaced it with my guitar. I gave him my guitar. Well, I gave him a new guitar because I just went and I bought myself a new guitar because I had the money to do it. And he still has that guitar. I don't know where he is. He got effing lost in life. But I know he still has that guitar somewhere. Which is crazy because I've, like, in the 10 years that I've been playing guitar, I've, like, effing burned through, like, 20 guitars. Because I break everything I touch. Which is exactly why, like, these bands haven't lasted that long. Because, I broke effing Jamino's car. And the dude broke the other guy's guitar. And, I want to take my music in another direction, Like, I was in LA. I was at the audio school. And, I'm not a scientist. But I like to make music. I'm not very good at it. But when you're playing in a band and you get that jam session feel going, it's like, whoa. So mostly I was just seeking to, like, be a part of that. But then eventually what ended up happening with music is that, it kind of took me in a wrong direction because of the people that were doing it. So I was like, I can't do this. But I heard if you want to be serious in music industry, you gotta been playing for at least like 10 years. Which is more than what I've been playing. I'm 24 now. And I started when I was 13, so it's been like 11 years. I've been done. I had like 4 piano teachers, like 3 guitar teachers. You know, I know over like 70 songs on guitar, and then I know like classic piano. You know, like I know a little bit of Frederick Chopin. I know a little bit of Bach. I think I might even know a little bit of Mozart, and of course music theory. That stuff's useful. But I came out here to Pittsburgh because they got all those conventions for music out here. And mostly the electronic dance music scene out here is insane. And I wouldn't even know because I haven't even been there. But I told myself, I was so like, well, maybe if I go there, I'll just find out. So I came here and so it's like, oh, now here I am. So like, sweet, cool. I don't know anybody. What's up with that, man? Like, what do you do when you don't know anybody, man? Like, yeah, man, that's awkward, man. You know, y'all really caught me at the wrong time, you know? You caught me in a wrong state of mind. I'm just like not in my place. I'm not in my I don't have what I need to make the experience that my audience deserves. But Lord knows I try. Like my subconscious is just it just screams at me 24/7. It just tells me that I'm like a horrible person, that like what I do would just never be good enough for anybody, and that I just hate myself. Like really bad too. Like so bad I don't tell nobody about nothing. Bro, look at these fucking Looney Tunes I'm drawing, bro. See, this is why I do this, right? Check this out. So I draw this stuff, and then I just don't have to think about nothing. I like in a parallel universe. You know that feeling you get like when you got your favorite song playing, right? and it just feels like perfect because you're like in your happy place because your favorite song is playing, and you're doing like your favorite thing to do, and you like just don't have to worry about anything in the world like being real at all. You could just escape to a place to where you're like just making music, you know? Or not even just making music, just listening to music. You could just listen to music and just be relaxing. Like that's what I need to be doing, man. I ought to be listening to some music.
Oh, that fucking
Yeah. This effing picture is freaking spooky, bro. Like, this picture is so effing spooky. Like, what the hell is wrong with this shit, bro? Like, the effing ghost of the Looney Tune. So Loki, like I know this stream's probably been pretty dead ski, just because like I was like talking about how I was like gonna get revenge on my stalker ex girlfriend or whatever. How I was gonna like make music. How to make music because like my dad died. I'd just be like all feeling bad because I was right like when we broke up too. And then I just kind of like fell into like this artistic slump where like every time something bad had happened, it'd be because I hadn't seen my dad in a long time. And then I just run away, right? I go and run away. And, you know, it wasn't about me, you know, doing stuff with other people. It was about finding something else to do, you know? And so it was like these other people had just found me. And I was like their more entertaining thing for them to be doing because their lives were effing more messed up than mine. And I was like, all right, well, now like, it's like when you have a broken leg, right? And you're screaming, you're like, I have a pain in my leg. And guy says, hey, you know what? I got a trick to help you take your mind off of the pain in your leg. So like, here, let me see your pinky. And so like, oh, all right. Well, you know, do whatever it is you're gonna do it. My pinky here. To snap my effing pinky. Go, my pinky. Like, there you go. Now you're not thinking about the pain in your leg anymore now, are you? That's like the story of my life. And, like, instead of thinking about a shitstorm, I'll go do something else until something worse happens. And then I got that to worry about. And, like, it's all bad all the time. So I just say nothing. None of the time. Or it's bad all the time, so I say nothing all the time. It's like, but my mom always said, you ain't got nothing nice to say, and you don't say nothing at all. But like, oh man, why don't this guy say nothing, bro? It's like, oh man, that's mean, bro. Like, you really got nothing nice to say? Like, nah, you know, it's not that. It's just that nothing good ever happens to me. So I figure, what's the worst thing that could happen, You go out to the middle of nowhere after getting frickin' banished by your family and getting frickin' purged by your town and getting effing, like, I don't belong anywhere. What's the worst thing that could happen, Like, I go hang out with a whole bunch of goofy goobers, on some effing Looney Tune shit. And they're like, hey, like, why don't you come to our super awesome sex party and, get fucked by some weirdos? They're like, hey, you know what? That doesn't sound like a bad idea. Like, what's the worst thing that could happen? Probably get effing AIDS. Yeah, that's one thing I don't want to do. I do not want to get no AIDS. Yeah, AIDS would suck. I effing, what is it? My uncle's or his sister's my uncle's ex wife's ex husband's adopted kid's daughter or whatever or adopted daughter's like sister-in-law has AIDS. And I'm just so like, oh man, your life must suck. But I've been over there. And they were just like, yeah, don't, drink out of the same cup as her, don't, like, drink the water, eat the food,